Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today is the 6th of April, it is a Friday, and it is a day after the Crusade update now. I'm going to go over the things that mostly affect Space Marines first, because this is the race I play. But without further ado, I think we should get right into it. And I'll start off with the bolt gun changes now. They say the gun was only slightly tweaked and the attachments tweaked, but I'll show you properly what that means. Okay, so here we are now. The first thing you'll notice, if you've ever played this game before and you know what the guns and all attachments do, is that the CQC barrel effectively reduces the gun's effective range to 12 meters. So this is a significant nerf, and it's significant enough that people in my guild essentially are talking about we're just going for the compensator or the muzzle brake. So I would suggest either or, which it's unfortunate. I would honestly, it is a difficult choice. I'd say the muzzle brake, because the spread on the bolt gun has also been increased. So this will kind of reduce it to where it is before. Now another thing that people also talk about is that the drum magazine has had a nerf. It's went from 50 rounds to 45 rounds, so it's 5 rounds less. So that's why people are kind of talking about now going for the armor piercing rounds, since the armor piercing rounds add 5 additional damage per shot, since it has more penetration. Which it is something to consider. Personally, I don't know what to do. I want to plan to do. I might make a build video for it, but until then, until maybe later, I'm not going to be sure, because I don't want to play this game anymore, because it. Well, I'll give you my opinions on the patch at later in the video. But the next thing we've got to go over would be the bolt pistol. Now, not all bolt pistols, but the smart bolt pistol. Okay, the smart bolt pistol has had its damage. It has had its spread increased across all factions. However, and this is unique to Space Marines and Chaos Space Marines, so only these two factions got the nerf. The recoil and spread was tweaked to reduce headshot occurrence. So we don't get headshots as much anymore with the smart bolt pistol, but with the smart bolt pistol, I don't know why it's still in the game. It's kind of a cheap bullshit weapon. But yeah, not really my thing. And that's pretty much it, I gotta say. There's no new appearance changes now. They said there was the ninth company trim has been tweaked a wee bit, but I can't find the 9th company trim. I don't know where it is. I'll have a quick look now, actually, in the store. Just get this where there's changes at the moment. While we look in the store to see if there is any changes thus far to the 9th trim. 9th company trim. So it's a Devastator company, right? So that's why I couldn't find it before. And there's one other thing I want to show you for the Devastator, actually. So the Devastator, or the Heavies, whatever you like to call them, got a new weapon, and this weapon is called the Swift Las Cannon. Now, the Swift Las Cannon works like a normal Las Cannon, only it has a really good charge time, and it doesn't do much damage. So, well, compared to other Las Cannons, the damage isn't very high. And it has double the ammunition, if that really does concern you now. It sounds good in theory. However, my problem comes into things like, it doesn't really. People have been comparing, in my guild have been comparing it to the Burning Light Cannon. And the problem with the Burning Light Cannon is that it's not very good. In fact, the only saving grace to the Burning Light Cannon is that it costs the exact same as a normal Las Cannon does. Now, the Flip Las Cannon costs the same as a Mastercrafted does. As you can see, the target lock on this is only 1.5 seconds. For that much damage, well, it's 1 second. So you're taking, what, a 0.5 second decrease in time for a nerf of approximately 1,540 damage. Yeah, that doesn't seem like a very fair trade to me. Not at all. Now, my math may be wrong, but it's around about that number. But you see why the Swift Las Cannon is kind of a retarded weapon. It is a straight up retarded weapon. Doesn't make any sense to use this thing. Because it's not going to do anti-vehicle well. It'll probably won't one-shot some, like, marines, even orcs. It'll probably one-shot the eldar. I hope to God it'll one-shot the eldar, because if it didn't, it'd be beyond useless. But unfortunately, it's the same case with the Burning Light Las cannon. It is exactly the same. Almost without the burn damage. And unfortunate, but this is one of the weapons they added. They added one for each race. One 200,000 requisition weapon for every single race, and I'll get into them later. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the changes to the Space Marines. Unfortunately, the Space Marines kind of got nothing really for this patch. I understand people saying they have the most weapons, but when 4 of the weapons are the exact same variant of a weapon. I don't understand how you can kind of whine, because what they've done is color palette swap every single one of these weapons, and that's it. That's all they've done. And fucking 6 variants, the heavy bolter, Christ, on a bicycle. Not even talking about, they haven't touched the fucking voice of the Emperor in God knows when. And I want to use this weapon. It looks fucking amazing. But unfortunately, it's shit. It's beyond shit. Because it does less damage than a standard heavy bolter. Costs 10 LP more. But has a better suppressing aura. Fuck that. And I get annoyed because this weapon looks so cool on a Devastator. But using it just puts yourself at a disadvantage. And the sound effect for all the voice of the Emperor is actually really nice as well. Ah well, this is why we can't have nice things. Sorry, it's 80 LP more than a standard heavy bolter, not 10 LP. That's the Master Crafter one. That puts it beyond shit. But then again, the Master Crafter isn't much better. So that's going to about do it for the Space Marine changes. I want to quickly show you the difference between a normal bolt gun, the spread of a normal bolt gun versus the spread of a bolt gun I make, just to put a commentator on it. So we'll get right into that right now. And with that comparison out of the way, now I want to be sure this is just an enclosed test. I didn't spend too long on it because this game, it isn't my top priority at the moment. So I give it a little video on it, and that's what they were my findings. So I want to quickly go over everything else, and then give my opinion on the patch. So I'll first of all go over the new weapons for every single race. So, if you're a Raptor and you equip the Mark of Nurgle, you can buy this weapon, the Nurgle Scythe, which I haven't experimented with, but I am a wee bit suspicious of that they didn't put much work into it, because if you look compared to the alternate power axe, it ends up just being a wee bit cut off there, and it's basically palette swapped, apart from the blade, and that we handled it. But I'm not accusing them of being lazy, but that's just how I see it. So that's the new weapon for Chaos Space Marines. The Orc's got a pistol that can fire twice, but both shots deal heavy damage. So, not a very effective weapon merely. I can see it being more of a gimmicky weapon. Like, the Orcs all have all the gimmicky weapons, but I can see it being a super gimmicky weapon. Not as gimmicky as the skip launcher, but I don't see a point in even the reload time. Where is it? The reload is 1.5 seconds. I just don't see it being that great. Maybe it'll be OP, and I'll never know because I'm not playing this game at the moment. But sure, we'll see. Pretty cool looking though. And the Eldar got a blade that burns. Now, I don't know if this will be great or not. It sounds very good, but the cost could be a wee bit ridiculous. Sure, we'll have to sit back, wait and see, I guess. And this is where my suspicions really get kicked up to fucking 11. So what difference do you see in this? It's a palette swap with a very, very, very bad flame effect. It's a 2D flame effect. And this is the big weapon that they're pushing. I mean, for all the shit you can say about the Eldar, they certainly do get the ass end of the stick, don't they? When it comes to cosmetics. Because fuck me, like, that is ridiculous. Come on, guys. I don't like the Eldar any more than anyone else does. In fact, I hate them the most probably, but Jesus Christ. Is that clipping? Oh god, that is. Yeah, I don't think the engine really likes... The engine does not like this piece of fucking cloth. Specifically. So, very weird... So, some very weird clipping issues going on with the Warlock right now. I don't know what that is. And they got a new weapon. So, enjoy, I guess. So that's pretty much going to do it for all the patch notes. Now, I want to go over some stuff, because there's other stuff in this patch notes, but I won't be playing this game in the background, because I don't play this game anymore. I might stick some gameplay of, like, Battlefront or something up in the background, but we'll have to see. Okay, so the 1.80 big update. The highlights are as follows. So we got a new map, a Carmine Assault, haven't played it. New Supremacy map, Pegasus Station, recovered. Okay. 12 new weapons, which is debatable. I mean, 4 weapons, which all act differently, and then there's 12 skins. The skins are not that great. In fact, I'll show you very quickly just what the fucking skin looks like. I pretty much... Okay, so Warhammer is pretty ridiculous. There's no real debate about that. But when you see this thing, even I think it's a bit much. Like, there is... I know people don't often say this. There is a thing that's too much in Warhammer. You know, I get that there weren't fucking big shoulder pads and all, but this looks fucking stupid. Very stupid. It's basically just a normal chainsword. So, hey, if that floats your boat, you know, go for it. I will not be going for it, however. I will stick with this. Normal Chainblade of Fury. So the skins aren't that high quality. Well, just for the Space Marines, as you can see. Now, this is the balance, and these are the tweaks. Tweaks in the book and their attachments. I already went through that, like, a lot. Smart Pistols went through it already. The increase is across all races. Now, the Orcs got a skip launcher buff. However, from what I've heard, there is not much difference at all. The Melta Bombs and the Melta Bomb bundle damage was reduced, which is good. I thought the Melta Bombs were a wee bit too strong. And this is where I can disagree completely. Eldar vehicles health increased. So, before the Eldar's vehicles, if you don't know the difference is really, the Eldar vehicles are the best in the game for maneuverability. They feel the best to drive. And if you're any other race, if you get touched by them, you'll die instantly. If you even just get touched by the wee side of it, you'll get fucking killed instantly. But, because, okay, so they've basically made a Roomba and strapped chainsaws to it. But now that Roomba has a bulletproof vest, and it's floating about the room. I don't get it, okay? Because now that the Melta Bombs and the Melta Bomb damage have been reduced, how are you going to effectively take out Elder vehicles? I just had to include my bias. Maybe I'm a little bit biased, I just don't like it at all. Veterans are now immune to one-shot and not affected by critical state anymore. Okay, great. Don't really play veterans that much, apart from last stand situations. Poison resistance has been made consistent for all veterans and heroes, yep. Lash of Slaanesh tweaked. Lash of Slaanesh tweaked. Okay, great. I know it was pretty annoying, and maybe it was border OP because you literally got shot, and then you got shot again, you couldn't do anything, you couldn't shoot back because it stunned you. Maybe they fixed that. Blight Grenade's blast radius increased, and Atriarch's toughness increased. Now here are the bug fixes. Some good ones in here, mind you. So, the narcotic chainsword is now locked to Mark of Nurgle. I thought that was just a design choice, but apparently it was a bug fix. Apparently it was never meant to be on other classes. Weird. Increased reload speed on the twin-linked shuriken catapult. So they nerfed the Eldar's twin-linked shuriken catapult. That's fine. It needed it. Eldar shuriken pistols slightly buffed. Why? Increased poison ailment on Stream of Corruption. a point-and-click bullshit ability. Yep, that's great. Global collision fixes on several maps to prevent vehicle exploits. See, this should say global collision fix on several maps to prevent eldar from using vehicle exploits, because no other vehicle uses exploits, really. I can't think of any. But then again, maybe bias and I haven't played this game in a while. Medusa added a railing on point C outdoor balcony. I don't know really what that means. Well, I mean, just added a railing, I guess. It's kind of sad. Art and collision fixes on Medusa, Taurus, and Zedek. And updated the trim colour of the Space Marine 9th Company shoulder pads, which is the Devastator company, if you can't find them. I couldn't find them at the start. That's everything. And then there's a wee forthcoming message, which I won't read, because you can read it yourself. I'll leave it down in the description. It's not much. Basically inviting you to play with them on the test server and stuff. I won't. There's still brave people playing the test server, even though if you want to play the test server, you have to re-download this game every single time, I believe, because you gotta switch your game from this mode to beta mode. You download the new patch. But the second you want to play this game normally, you gotta delete the game again, and then install it again, but you have to make sure beta is turned off. So, that's all the patch notes, and I'm going to give you my opinion on the game as a whole right now. So the game as a whole right now is a complete and utter fucking mess, to put it bluntly. This patch was so unbelievably small and so insignificant that I will not be coming back, and I know for a fact a lot of people won't be coming back. And I would say the biggest issue they have at the moment is that they don't play their own game, because the Eldar didn't need a vehicle health increase. In fact, it needs a health decrease if they're gonna get out have the movement speed it does. I know people like bars of troop transport. Then what things should it have? Then what downside does the Eldar vehicle have at the moment that the other vehicles don't? It is the best vehicle in the game. They have the best vehicles, which I'm okay with if their ground infantry wasn't so goddamn effective. But everything the Eldar have is effective because they're all utility based. They're all specific, and it's too good of a faction. And I know people are like, oh, but nobody plays it. That's not the point. The point is that the numbers suggest that the Eldar are OP, and unfortunately the devs didn't listen to community feedback on that. And they say in the forthcoming months they will be listening to community feedback, which, great. If they do, fantastic, but I don't think they will. Because this game would have been a lot better by now if they had have. Most big fans have abandoned the game. I don't think this patch is going to do anything to bring anyone back. I believe it's going to scare people off. At the time of recording this, which is about 1 o'clock in the morning, so not 1 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, there is mostly it's just chaos, and it's mostly just chaos. There is no orc matches and there's no Eldar matches. It is all, no, in fact, it is all. There are 3 people in the Tyranid battles, and then there are 102 people in the normal mode, so there's about 105 people online at the moment, which is, I don't know, if I was a game dev and I saw 105 people, I wouldn't be too happy, considering that the other 2 races have been pretty much abandoned. But when good guilds play the Eldar, it's fucking cancer. It's absolute cancer. Okay. So now that that's all the way, my opinion of the patch, you know, is it's a bad patch. So it's not even a bad patch. It's such an insignificant patch with some bad tweaks and 2 new maps. And they removed a map. They removed Promethean Mine. So they've added 2 and taken 1 away. Which, so they basically just gave us 1 new map to fuck around with. There's 1 more map than there was from the last patch. There's 1 new map, because they took 1 away. All this time, complete radio silence for all this time, and then this is what you had. Not to mention, the Steam Workshop hasn't been touched. They've been holding up for the past few months, and nothing has, came out about it. In fact, let's look at this patch. I don't believe there's any mention of the Steam Workshop. Nope, there's no. This patch shows nothing about the Steam Workshop. Last time I reported on this game, that I reported on this fucking game, and I've missed patches. They announced the Steam Workshop and put it in the game. I'm gonna have a wee quick check to see when my video came out about the Steam Workshop, because I'm pretty sure it was a fucking while ago. And I don't think there's an excuse. I don't believe there's an excuse for the game being this bad this long. This is in a very bad place. And I know you people often like to say Dark Age technology now, but this game is bad. It's not bad. It's a fun, but it's a mess. It's a fucking mess of a game. And being completely subjective here, it is a mess of a game to me. I have no fun playing it anymore. My guild hasn't been playing it really. 4 months ago. 4 months ago the Steam Workshop was announced, and they haven't done any fucking thing with it. It is definitely a sad time to be an Eternal Crusade fan. Unless you're one of the delusional people that think it still has a chance and all like that, and everyone else that says anything bad is a hater. At which point it's a great time, because it's always a great time for you, because you are delusional. When a game is hitting numbers of 105 in the afternoon, at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, on the Easter break, when all the kiddies are off, it's fucked. It's fucked. It is fundamentally fucked. Ugh, it's a pity. Because no one's keeping this game alive, and the devs don't seem to give a fuck either, so should we really? Should we? I think it's time to give this game the sweet release and take it out back and shoot it, because there's no hope for it really right now. Now, I have a bit of hope, because when they implement the Steam Workshop, there's passionate people in this community that will sit, make great content for the game, and not want to be even paid for it. And if they are paid for it, great, because they deserve it. Because the devs certainly aren't doing their fucking jobs. They probably don't have the budget. This feels like something that they found on their computers and that's flinging it out to them. But another thing is that these patch notes, I'm gonna be honest, these patch notes are crap. Everyone's very excited because usually they just patch the game and don't give us patch notes, which is fucking ridiculous in and of itself. But the patch notes we're getting are fucking crap, because there's no numbers. It just says increased, decreased, buffed, nerfed, tweaked. Buzzwords. They're using buzzwords to draw you in. It is bullshit on the highest it is the highest level of bullshit they're doing right now, because they're just faking. They probably don't know what the fuck they're doing. In a game like League of Legends, for example, when you scroll down the patch notes, you get number changes, you get everything, which I don't really like League of Legends, but I can respect it for having. Its patch notes are completely transparent. It shows the community exactly what it is doing. But what do you get from fucking bolter damage nerfed? Sorry, bolter fire rate nerfed and damage increased. I know we can compare the numbers on the homepage, but just put the. Is it really that hard to put the numbers on the patch notes? No, an eldar vehicle health increased. What does that mean? By 100, by 200, by 300, by 400, by 500, by 600? What does that mean? There's no meaning to this. You can increase the HP by 1 and say an eldar vehicle HP increased. I don't get anything from that. I'll have to play the game and figure it out by myself. But fuck that, I have no interest in the game anymore. And how much was, and again, I don't want to bitch more, because this video went from very informative in my opinion to bitching, because I am bitching right now. But it's fine, because the devs are feeding this shit, and I just want to call them out in their shit. And again, I was pretty positive 4 months ago about the Steam Workshop, and we're still in the stages of big button and nothing else. Fuck all else. With 4 weapons that have been fucking, are just repastes of the same weapon. Maybe the Orcs one hasn't been. But it's so fucking depressing, because the Eldar got a fucking palette swap with the 2D fire effect. That's how little the Eldar mean to them. To fix. The Space Marine's got a fucking big chocolate chainsword that looks ridiculous, even for 40k standards. The Chaos got a fucking slightly model swapped scythe. That'll probably be insignificant, or it'll be really good. Because in this game, poison and fire and all like that are irritating beyond belief. And the Orcs got a 2-shot pistol, which is gimmicky. And the Orcs have gimmicky weapons, I agree. But don't make them fucking useless, or don't make them overpowered. And people have ideas in this game, and they're just ignoring them. So they're not taking community feedback. And the way they say it, it's spitting in our faces, because they're not taking anything. Anyway guys, I've droned on for far too long about this game. Eternal Crusade, free to play, or I believe it's $11.99 for standard copy. Not worth it, play it free, if you're gonna play it at all, which I wouldn't recommend. There are much better games out there. Thanks for listening guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Please take care now.